Don't see Akasi Aboni a piece 104.3, okay 101.7. And a neat 100.9. Yenina I was ship house that were Akan Junction I cry. And then you may what yanka every hey radio stations a whole draw our Ghana ne amonane and so aso Kasiboy emu. Na and some I did bram when you made the market tribune.
My penina another danko kufa say. What was na man ko NPP mu National Council e wo mu no. Wo mu na bo wo mutrin ko say you. Dr. Napo or your running mate except fatano.
Ubia the National Councilor Akan say there be fata. Ye nyina abo bekan unanimous. The National Council can say Napo Matthew Poko Prempe except fata.
Na patriotic intellectuals. Wamaka ni for na ebo Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bawumia baso. Say we Dr. Napo, Dr. Matthew Poko Prempe esine ti domboni. Was this selection na why no? Eh good. Papa. Ebe bo na ma 8 no. Wo metumi abu nsi agyan. Na speaker owom na sebeje fie. An waton krade akoma interior minister. Honorable Henry Cote. So mu hia no omra sebeje fie. July bosumi ni da to radio no nkron. Voter readiness ensem no. Obesere se womre na womno no wo ho nkomobo. Minister of State Mampeni Abonidin say one call energy ministry Herbert Trapper and then you walk up here more na sebeje fie Emma wadin sema to just say aban any IPP wo mo nkita hodie no nyame anim ni akose kama papa na ni je sem wom.
We hope that within that period, ECG can put itself together in terms of revenue mobilization and the payments can go on.
Now, that was a vetting committee at Nase. Now, Herbert Crapper, woman to no. I will the brand woman penny a day amano. Our energy ministry, the minister of state, no. Adam Kuma minority. Our Muka vetting no. Womanko.
The rationale for the indecent haste on the part of the majority, particularly as there's a subsisting minister of energy in place, and the nominee is already a deputy minister at the Ministry of Energy.
Yeah, Nicola Santiman to my Krokumasimu. And you may say, I can say, and can you see so? Gone. Dr. Matthew Poku Prime Power, yeah, man, Penyabe, the Church Domboni, and then I'm Amaran say, Yamuno. One more airline no ed natural man say na kumase aye pinso aye bomfrete
and some no be ka ho ne ed nchire mu bremo yemfa seda emma budget cash and carry or the Blue Jeans energy drink abedwa so Novus Industries and Trading Limited say program bi as say wo beye yeah yemfa Novus amsevo ewo ase no enya approved program nya approved Duffel roofing system open just abodanso and Uncle Duffel. Amen scientific herbal and alternative medical hospital say I saw how naturally you find amibunsu. High sense Ghana everyday prices for everyday people and afi Oson's chemist or the Oson's garlic capsules and afi Oson's baby gripe water abeso yasene MTN they will say everywhere you go. Say makuya da Roma and out here nken. I can come for out here nken numre yeme nana ya okese ena.
Ohine na Kwame amo na yetufa nya kwa santimantam ahinkro kumasimu said ya bo mama ne dada se enne ena wosono ma efre humni aha machiti ne benche ye etwesia e wa santimantam ahinkro kumasimu a wo mabodwa data dan Dr. Matthew Poku Prempedi na chairman san se wono ene mampani abedi echi a wotu franka de ma NPP amanyoko no running mate wope wayada no wachi no dogon afa na la na dwede yase ena mampani na nando dan kwakufu ado ekasa en wode abasobo ema Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe napo wo yi a mampani abedi echi yi no se ombobo na chidom na wanta na chi ene ne nko afia bato no mu na wo mprinkunim ema wosona manyokuo na mampani na nando dan kwakufu ado se enye no wanwa se mampani abedi echi eyi napo esanse wo hwe na djuma den eni na djuma pa wo ye a djuma wo ye no so onfe eni ha eni akwadro enka ho no a na tse you osafata se mampani abedi echire yi no se na chidomboni was say no wonder enya no one number 2 say emra na podin ye bepie mu e national council we MPP amanyoko mu no ba kokora nka se dabi wo mu na bo wo mu trinko say oh you selection ne ya papa na ebra yi a NPP wo mpeso wo mu breaki 8 no na po e ka ba umia ho a na po ba umia na po wo mu din kunimdie beba ma MPP amanyoko no abuse mampeni na dan kwaku fado eno se na po yi a na be die kire ba umia eyi no e ma ne ngunu ni mu ase
to for one fa baby wow ala onana agala for nya friend na po o yam resebe gani ma mesiasa minister so oh my bad oh no and I you rama we are a national council e dey buy no I could say a person bia ni national council o can say there be fata ye nyina abo be kan unanimous the national council can say na po mati poko poko say fata so no and other can you rama and it to the me the pa say na tell me nia and then me were the actual Rancham no aye juma it be the minim wa hoden na de won betumi aye and you said Ghana 7th of December ebe abanba woni afa adwuma Ghana for be so san won betumi aye abro so ama aye yi pa ba o ma de no makaneda awona me e gba ka se mo na na ni ka o bi wa ba be bi awadi
man penina na do dan kwaku fado ni atene ne ewo adwabonase no na ansana wo mu gitwi sabum ni trade akọ adwabonase no wo mu komensia fikasiem de Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe akọkire otisike dwakofi ene mmenwa so a krawri ene brawri ye na asentiaso krobia yerefi asante kotoko hene kuma pem beba osa kronkron benia beni so no be ma makanfo na ho afe wade Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe kọkire no ema wote kokoso etu na pofo na ne futo ni etiawa wose wonye chidombofo pa ema ne nkoya akwa besini ni wura sensa na ntuo wo ye koso chine esra na yare wom eno da nchen a gidie ni ahotoso a ni wura ba umie nya wonumu a MPP amanyoko de titre ni ntine ni monyamfo bebrebe yi ono ene wayi no so mbebu na chidom no emane maba umiansa nsi fom emane nunu hoda onta na chi pemem
me be de makasa a che no wode metunufo nanzo ma menka ncheo ma Dr. Bawumia nunu ho so woyi wo emane nunu ho so woyi wo ukoye no koye sompa di na chi na de obekire wo na wo so ye dem no waka ne dem na meka pa ho brase kodi akire na ye ne kama mame ya sitie na de ono obekire wo na ye ba ye yesen krofo bi se wani nso ade me se akolai me tete no ofie ma hunu sa ade enti na ne ye kasa de ye ka no media mesa wuti sentesa e ma ne nye ho na e ba nso anyame tumi enti ubedi akire na bibia ya bompa ye akire na de nyame ahyehye aye ho amaye Dr. Bawumia ka chenza me de na hye ne nsa bia wonso tete no enfomso bia na beba ma so enti na me amenti an wodam Ashanti regional chairman wosime danase papa aye wontumi da wonso bibiara wagya na chi ne na ye na ba ko kama jame wo se de aka de ni nyina wo nyame ho
na ya tene nkai aya no fo de sha wo no kwada mu ne tifriku bebi de ase etikasi aso da ya de che kronkron bia refi asante kotoko kuma pem beba tu prepesi okumeti prene ne ene ati yeyi na yembo wi ya ne yemfa monko adwabonase e wo Jubilee Park otobrosie kodwobuadu wo Hello FM tonkra free kumase ema despite media wo wiase afana yina kele wole majo ba Jubilee Park nkomo
no so do get kind of no eya entity that you come free eya mental system no obetu mo Jubilee Park ana wo bocha data every eya data ma so Poku Prempe eya data party sa for no ene Ghana for nyina so ono na nkonko ara so o ko ti le ko ti le so so be ti data ba wo nya actually won 59 about one na wojo bo yaso ana eya kana man sayin na na dan fa ku project na ka ta ku just one Dr. Babunia ayesma on Dr. Mato ku professor so ayesma na wo mu ma ye wo so mu no wo ye ti ma wo kan wo ma wo shi ma gana akon kan ye pa enti na ye na wo wa se eya Dr. Babunia e ko data Mato ku professor na podi se ona wo so ofo anu na o ti ti e ma be di kana so na e project ni me na akon kan enti ọmọ tí ẹnu akọ̀mú tí ọ̀pọ̀ mú tí ọmọ tí àbúwá àmàgánà kan káyà wọ́n ti tún ìsinmi yìí náà nílé pa ìwọ̀n wọn mú ẹ̀ka ọmọ tí na ọ̀sẹ̀ kan náà wọ́n sẹ̀ àfínú sọ àìsẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ojú ọmọ kò tó àbá ọmọ ìṣẹ̀bẹ̀ yà náà wọ́n kò wọ́n tó àbá mẹ́ma nàpó ẹni dọ̀tà bàwọ̀ yà ẹ̀wọ̀ àbátọ̀ ọ̀nà na ọ̀sẹ̀ yẹn náà ọ̀sẹ̀ ní ṣùgbọ́n so which Ghana was for Republic and my favorite rabbit for as a just one now, 2 years, 2 10. Then my favorite put him in a small service and I'm gonna for the other way at the government. After Anthony Tato, 1 second step. Now so my I said that and I'm gonna for upon the other way. Or what I said that you know. Wọ́n ṣe ṣe ẹ̀dùnmá ẹ̀ṣọ́ ẹni ìṣẹ́yìn Ghana fún ẹ̀kú àbá ẹ̀mà nù. Na ní kẹsàn yẹn ẹ̀sìn ní ànàdà sọ̀bà òní àtúntò ẹgbẹ́ tù ìjà ẹ̀sọ́ ní àmà fọ ẹ̀dì ìbọn náà ẹ̀nà ọdún tù ìjà ṣẹ̀. Ṣẹ̀yẹ ṣiṣẹ́ nà káà ó ṣe àwọn àgbẹ̀yẹ bí yẹn ṣe wọ́n bọ̀ ẹ̀jùmá pa ẹ̀sọ́ wọ́n fẹ́ nù oṣù tí wọ́n ṣe wọ́n bọ̀ ẹ̀jùmá pa àtọ̀mọ́jẹ ẹ̀yẹ ti ẹni máa nà ẹ̀yẹ káànù. Wọ́n fẹ́ bá they are to get any food to the muscle. It was better a process to say yes. Yesterday, I did and before I'm a now for other the teacher in the answer. The running was just I said, almost that's not yet a guy. And yes, it's not really about what you need a July 9, before about 2 years. You go upon time. Thank you so much. I say, and I was after radio. After we and very fun, and about the body and 4 hours. I have been
ya beda otobrosie kodwobo duase wode dia kwaso wo Jubilee Park okumase na ebre ye adwumedie no agusu a wonwie ye
yo na ebre na mbra sebadwafo etenase no ana onmonyamfo abla jifa gomashi eba be ka kire mbra sebadwa mu chiamen se nanumu ho maami bia wono oton kube wasene seka no kama no wode nam ho akokross immigration for lie immigration for achima me na se no masi ahwe no enye hweketwa na woso no kra de obrebre na so ase no wotitititi ase maami no kra no ba bia oda no eden pa isan hwe no immigration for ehwe no Ketu South Mashebedwani onmonyamfo abla jifa gomashi se ne ya immigration officer maami onikube no oton wonye ne bone wan ka asem bia ntia no no mo chie no hwe ne saa no ahwehwe aso etu on de o serem na Shebedwa mu chiame right honorable Agban Suma na Kings for Bagben say on frem anwe so afo na omram na Shebedwa na saa asem no omram chechirem enchire Ghana fo
enne die no asema na me kan say say immigration for what me constituency omne me mindful no tawantawa no dos na last one ama enne me statement no was about abaye bi oton kubi obi anim no area mo say kubi no oton na kubi so de this kind na etwa na o say ode na kubi na akoto omo border na wi abe dware a wedidi wi afi na okotena ni dwa ho aye na police for immigration for ne saday na ode sekai enam ofa mra no se me fama mo na me biye madwuma eno ani na me marketing kamenu etusi abayi so na ono so hwe no say wo benye kumedie ne na I have to fight for my life it's on no popo na no this is getting out of hand wa ho ye mra no constitution no o ma wutumi as police o ma wutumi as soldier no ma wutumi as immigration officer na fire no omnyina ya ma mutumi bi na menya sure say tumi ne bia ma ho kwan say obi ya ade a enya bono
ane dom kese no ba no dani so amemra Shebedwani onmonyamfo sa echei mensa bonsu eso de nanu tumbi say immigration force o ma yese de honorable jifa gomashi kan pa de ane no ma anya de
who have not withstanding what our eyes have the health certainly cannot be good for us as Ghanaians, which is why, Mr. Speaker, I agree entirely with you that we should summon the minister responsible for the interior here to give us an account or a report of what indeed has occasioned this. And then the House, if we are not convinced or persuaded by what the minister comes to tell us, can take the matter to another level. Mr. Speaker, what I didn't hear you say is in respect of the time frame given to the minister. Maybe a week or 2 weeks, because the House will soon be adjourned. So if the House could maybe urge a time frame, I believe that it cannot go beyond 2 weeks, so that the minister comes to brief us.
Afei, Edom Kasiano, one more trene, Unmunyam governs, Kwame Agboja, and so Nanu Tumbi says, I dear we, airtime pa, na idea is obi aso so nti, yentwe manyeso afonase, MPM na shebedwum, na de esi ye no, o me chechirim na obi ante ne ho ase.
I will take the opportunity to totally condemn the actions of the officers who seen in that particular video. Mr. Speaker, I agree that the entire immigration service is not at fault. Indeed, there could be bad elements in every organization, and so we should be careful when we are talking about this. But Mr. Speaker, some colleagues have raised very serious concerns, and it must start from that place. One of the reasons I agree with you entirely, Mr. Speaker, that the Interior Minister must appear before the House is to actually find out, Mr. Speaker, apart from the recruitment process, what actually it takes for somebody to be recruited, sent to training, and how long that training is supposed to take before the person passes out. Because, Mr. Speaker, ever so often we hear, oh, these people came 3 weeks, they are on the street in a uniform.
Na Edom Kasiano so Wadomo Bano Deni. Mr. Omotrene mum, and Sawam Adwajim Rashebedjani, even Frank are not done prewasi Debbie. As I say, party intimate transit, as a man, yes, for Banobe Chichim.
And I should not just be briefing. We must get to the bottom of it. It shouldn't just be the minister comes, he speaks to us, and then the matter ends, and we all go home and sleep. No. Probably, Speaker, I will further suggest, regarding if it pleases you, I will further suggest that the committee relevant should delve deeper into this matter and come out with all the nuance involved so that we can address this matter once and for all. But let nobody think, because you can have the best recruitment process, yet you can have bad personnel who will misconduct themselves. That is also possible. So I will have to go out there to our colleague. And Speaker, you are right, you have directed appropriately. But let's also lose sight of what our former leader directed our minds to. That a certain period in our history, we hastened to amend portions of our constitution and took away some powers.
Na onum nyina kan se ohwe mrasebejafo na kasa ye no a na obi afo aso se yemfre manweso afo na omra Ghana emrasebedwam na o mecheche nsemu nti ema mrasebedwam chiame pani na ngasa ehye se ene wama onumonyamfo Henry Cote ya ono ye manweso afo no musumi da to so duonu enkron 29 July se omra mrasebedwam na de esi ya immigration fo ache maame no a otonkube ahwe no a amasese bebe yes maame no da kra ano odene no omra no mecheche
to report back to the House by latest 29th July 2024. That is before this House goes on recess. Is that okay? Because he has to investigate the matter, and as we said, the report will not just be a brief but comprehensive, and members will be given the opportunity to raise issues where they think that there are some things left undone. But let me assure members that it's within our power to call back the Immigration Act and have a second look at it if we think that there are some provisions that have unnecessarily given them some powers that are being abused. We are at liberty to call it back and amend it. Definitely, that will not be making any additional charge on the consolidated fund, and we are entitled to do that.
Emmanuel Akoli and William Gaintu on the Boano Edebre.
Na Ora Herbert Crapper, or your Deputy Minister for Energy, and a Mampini Abonedin, say, or any Minister of State, or Minister of Energy. Now, Yana said, yes, society and some Mampini, what obedient at the Brebi, yes, so for the Breman Sanwa. I was so come to the fee. na emrase badwafie vetting committee ene ne sin kunwa na ejomu bisa na ba ko mienu tie ni nimudia kama na omu wia wo mepene so o mapene so ene nti ene ena emrase badwafie committee no a ya friend vetting committee no tonsa ede fro ura Herbert Krapa se wo mrei na wo mo ne no komobo no wo mo fanse seso wo mo tena ase emekwa wi ase no edom kuma wo mrase badwafie a wo mo ka vetting committee no wo mo nkunwane no obi ante so senso o manko nanso anobaba ye no koso na enwo baby ya na owura Herbert Krapa egba mane se aban any independent power producers the authority say IPP no wo masi nkunwa na enkunyasie no nyame nchade na brosemani ngu akoso moton boko aye twintwan sa akata hin na mum aye smooth mremre na wo kire mu se enkunyasie no a aban any independent power producers no esi ye no ni na fa eka a aban ede independent power producers no ai wo wa na se amen na mawodi na ebu ne se kuro bi su beifo na fun eko na aba ha ba ku mienu miensa bi ewo ye ni eyi na mawodi ni mu a wo kire mu se sankunyasie no a akoso no wogidi ye se ebeboa ama se kania be ye ko se boja ana bebu ne ni se trafficator na disco light de wonyi ni se ye be hia biem na no na wo kire mu se sa enkonyasie no a ekoso wa ban any IPP independent power producers ntemu no wo mun cruise se small goose na mum wo matam de akoma PURC wo mu de bi nso akoma attorney general any minister of finance say wo mu so hwem na wo hye emrase badwafie bo se enche wo mu so nsa be ka bi na wo mabobo ho na so mu bobo ho wi a anamu a wo ho e wo se wo tu bia na wo matu so wo ka say de wo se ekabubro aban de IPP no finance ministry ana nse na ko wie se wo me pesca no me yi kan free ho.
I'll have our 10 dispatch guarantee, other than 100% as was the case before. And that 60% dispatch guarantee, 60% of that is what ECG pays month on month under the cash waterfall mechanism. The 40% has been deferred with a 5-year grace period, and then we start paying after the expiration of the 5 years. We hope that within that period, ECG can put itself together in terms of revenue mobilization, and the payments can go on. We've done tariff levelization as well, and a significant number of terms have been agreed to ensure that the tariff goes down, the debts that had accrued significantly will be dealt with, and then we are able to have more revenue and more funds to generate more for consumption by Ghanaians.
And what's the na mnasebeja for wa mo vetting committee no eso ebisa ni ECG ehun nsem se na ECG ade yi asa dia waya choba aduane awie na wafra se food is ready ya metondi na choba ba be ka cha ya se aduane no ya toma ni na asa enso uni si Canada ho eno na ya na twetwega na faso kakra obetimi akirem ana Herbert Krapa mu se na me anim ni oko Electricity Company of Ghana wo mo ha ka se pa na vetting committee na boss no kwanya wo mo faso ajeje ankran ne temamufu a wo mo de o mayina manhoden eye adwuma sika wo so mutua a ebi ntumi ntua ebi be yusu nkane ya na nso so duru se wo mutua titru ne wo mo a wo mo yusu postpaid no wo mo de jajajajajaja ni tua yo mo den pa ena illegal connection so nam baby na nso so o tire mu se digital agenda no a ECG de ba ye no na ye kwan a wo fa so edeji obi a woto nkane no aboa pa ma yese de sika no wo mutumi nya bi.
You also have to have enough people on the ground who are going out there using the data, go after customers who are engaged in illegal connection and are holding our monies and are not paying. And a complement to the two, the technology and the people, we have to be able to find a good balance to do that. But by all means, I can report to the committee that we're seeing an improvement in collections, and we'll continue to do more. We're giving the management a target.
Are you assuring us that, for example, at the close of 1 year, you can report commercial losses down to 10%, for example?
na ne krakra mu ewo ne vetting committee enhie mu enne ena owura Herbert Krapa eyi assemble ko a wo mu bisa no se na adan na nse koba ne sen ena esum kumu esum kabisi eduru oman sa ana nka ne nyina so a na bisa yedum so ebisa yesodum owura Herbert Krapa ni yodema ye ne se Ministry of Energy ECG ani abaya ye kolabo amante se ya wo mde egu akwa mu no wo so mo bosa Ghana nkania no ebegina so
delivering reliable and stable power supply to all our consumers across the country. The work of ECG is essentially to do that. And I can assure this committee and the Ghanaian people that the challenges that we saw in the last couple of months, government, the ministry, ECG has a firm hold on the situation now and will continue to perform the function of ensuring that our consumers, our customers, have reliable and dependable power supply across the country.
Yabana before Emmanuel Akoli ena ko vetting asia wode ho amaniye yi ebaye
na sa vetting no edom kuma na anko de nti o man ko ne se o se aban we opesa aban ya mana ye de na eya ne de nti no o ya mana ye ni suban na no kra de na hia na ye wo mo ne se eda mampani de krata abrem ra se bedwa mu chiame a chiame no so bo akire de ma appointment committee no a obese ade chi amumra ne yenye vetting no mo se na mo dia na mo pese mo chiri ya ti fie hada dai se ebo obi din se o me yesoafo ana edi bre bi man necessary ye tuso na no a anya bi itimi makra bi abe bosome ana na otwe miensa e mani ped no wasam gu nkrata mu se ohene na kwa miam wo hoyi wono ene abodi din se o me energy minister enti se bia obi nim bibi efa ne ho ana obi wo ne ho bibi enti wo energy minister enye yi a momfamra yetimi mabe na otwe miensa na nkofo de nkrata for hena na kwa miam ho e de abeto appointment committee yanim no omanya kwa ahwem ebisa ho nsem we de obo nipa ne dia gina hoje dia na omampene akufa ro odisi a edi wa yesa ade no enu nti na donkuma ne se wo mun kobium
of attempts by the majority side to short circuit and circumvent the due process required in the vetting of the president's nominee for the position of Minister of State at the Ministry of Energy. Long-standing parliamentary practice requires that persons nominated or appointment by the president shall be published in a newspaper of national circulation to inform, request memoranda or representation from the public. This ordinary means that the public ought to be given reasonable note and adequate time to submit memoranda or make representations to the appointment committee. Fortunately, as we speak this morning, this has not happened. These requests have totally been breached. The minority is at a loss as to the rationale for the indecent haste on the part of the majority, particularly as there's a subsisting Minister of Energy in place, and the nominee is already a Deputy Minister at the Ministry of Energy. Last week, he took a strong pushback from the minority to call off the vetting of the same nominee just a day after the referral by the Speaker to the Appointments Committee to ensure that the appointment was advertised.
Penny Okasai, Efano Emmanuel Ama Kofi Bua, Edom Kumano, Odom Bano, Deni Abedi Chiri, Enono. Or say Yano Mampenini or Mobenanti, the end almost say Yano Musone Benanti.
Ghana participation in the work of the appointment committee and Ghana's democracy. Consistent with the minority's earlier position, the caucus would not participate in the vetting of any ministerial nominee that adds to the already bloated size of this Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. And again, let me repeat, we will not participate in any process that will add additional minister to an already bloated size Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. Again, the minority cannot support the president nomination for the Minister of State at the Ministry of Energy at a time when Ghana is going through very difficult periods, including crippling economic crisis, food insecurity, debt default, corruption, state capture, and wasteful expenditure. The minority once again calls on the President Akufo-Addo to downsize his government, to signal to the people of Ghana that at the very least he is in tune with the overwhelming feedback from Ghanaians and appreciates the challenges resulting from the bad economic policies of his government.
Ononyam for Emmanuel Ama Kofi Bua. Na shebe jama se now nim say Daniel Emmanuel Akoli and William Gentu and the bebre.
Na Ghana National Union of Technical Students. Ye chance say Jinut. afibia no wɔn wɔn mesia dwabo bia wɔn de hyehyɛ so na saa dwabo kora no ano aya wɔn de technical and vocational education and training TVET expo eka ho na nyamencha de afidie na baso na ya eduru wa wɔn to nsa e de frɛ ewumeso manimdefo ne wɔn abene ewo ewumeso nhyehyɛ yam ene ewumeso manimnyamfo ene akesefo ne adefo wɔn do mudwumedie beteye kyire entanya wa sɛ afi wɔn to nsa e de frɛ deputy minister of education a was also yakwada somra se bedwani Dr. Kingsley Nyako sɛ wɔn mrabi na Dr. Kingsley Nyako ekopie wodwumedi na se a wɔpru ne minimu kasa kakra ɛno se sɛ de wuntumi nyi sɛ bi kwantre emfiri choba eduane so guo na eba no nkofi bonso so a wuntumi nyi ya betre emfiri mu no saa no ma bia titiri ni amanyi a wo ma fa wo ntoma pefra a wo mo konkan a wo mutumi de wo nsanum si wo mo boso aka de wo mo pese de wo mo pedi de wo mo pa obi antumi nka wo mo wabe no wo manyi ewumesia pa emfiri wo mo hyehyɛ yemu da esa se wo manyi obeyi ewumesia de free na mambuo enhyehyɛ yemu no na wo pese wo man kro no wo to apene apenten na ewie yodontodie mu sa mo akoni edu wo se ne sasunti ana Ghana fo be hye ne nso wa na nado ene MPP aban ba yeyi ewumesia ebo wo mo bo sesekune bodies pompis kewrom se fo ebini free SHS ya ewo hoi na titru ni semra no wakasa dia fa asemtre a eda afi Ghana National Union of Technical Students wamo insiemu ene technical and vocational education and training expo yi the role of TVET students in sustainable economic growth and decent job creation. Dr. Kingsley Nyako kasa pa eno se ewumesia titru ane ensanyunwuma efa no se odi sika hyemu a wonse sika kra esa se nipa ni be wie school no enya de a wo bebo tai eminim ade aboni minimu a se na me kwa akopɛ abaye adwuma na so office adwuma ye won wie no na ensanu adwuma no owo dada enti won na obi a wei eni nyina so a eboa ma oman no ekonkan.
Education has always been the most important factor in national development. All around the world, nations that have developed, economies that have made significant progress, did so through investments in education. The essence of education lies in its transformational role. Education that is worth the while is the one that transforms the whole being and contributes meaningfully in the development of societies. Nations that have developed and continue to progress and prosper are those that have put education on the front burner, made industrialization a core component in their development.
And what's the na Dr. Kingsley Nyako ekabiew say titru pa ye TVET no was aban de ba ye 2017 sika wo de wuram 6 million Ghana cedis na sa sika 6 million no anyekwa aban antu sika ngu aboa pa de mfaso aba amese wo ka sei mfaso bia ba 100,000 Ghana for school for a wom do mo hu awura TVET adesemu a wose we nyina no wom wie mpiam fra bonten no. What do you imagine? Again, we need that coin 100,000 no, and I Ghana for the doa. Abayada Romo Nam TVET so. Ama womo and Sanojuma.
It must be stated emphatically the new Project Party government, since attaining power in 2017, has invested over 6 billion Ghana cedis in the TVET sector. This has resulted in improvement in infrastructure in TVET schools. The enrollment in TVET institutions has increased to over 100,000 students. And I'm sure that a day will come in this country that children and students will be fighting to have places in our various TVET institutions, because these institutions hold the key to our transformation agenda.
Nyayatini nke ye Deputy Minister of Education. Osanye kwada somna sebedweni Dr. Kingsley Nyako. I was Medina say and President Edema Ghana National Union of Technical Students Abinyi Abdul Aziz. And so Kasai.
This year is focused on fostering the economic growth of this country. Hence, we hosted our own program here at the Ghana Commission for TVET Education. So, what we intend doing as a union, as an advocacy group, is for us to advocate for the need for the appropriate authorities to come and assist and aid the technical institutions in this country and make it accessible for all.
Now, Abinyi Abdul Aziz, what the President Edema Ghana National Union of Technical Students. Georgia say ye peace FM ye same training man before and we coach media sia or the man boy ebre.
Na MPP emu onum ewo ekuo bi ya eno so afefe no patriotic intellectuals onum ya chechefo a ewo suampon mu na wo mo kire se omo do mampani abedi ekira wo tu franka de ama MPP amanjuko sesi omo da na se pa so onya ni suade hunu ekokofa Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe Dr. Napo se ono eno no etusa afia batro no mu na ebre of friends and jofo nhia mu patriotic intellectuals yi won training your friend Michael Asariapia do na fenche masasa o say na po ya kana semi obi an ho odene ena wodinsi ye adwuma oyobi susu a onimnia oye ontranse emu na bam nani so odin na akwa ezega na hase ni so ani eden na ontranse emie nsisi wa yeso omu ade na no so de afi onya ade a omo patriotic intellectuals on betranse ama obi aka sa asem no ade akọ watara sa omo enyia no na omo do mampani abedi ekira se pa se woni da yesumu na ni so ade hunum ni nyansam no Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempa wonom patriotic intellectuals onim se obetumi aye adwuma no ene okofa no
Ejira Dr. Poku Prempe Napo ene Alhaji Dr. Baumia echi ejidi se December 2024 election no omo na betumi ejira yanim na yede akọ no na yasan atena aban bio said the by January 7 2025 MPP aban besan awo ho na yato aso edwuma pa Ghana for na maminka ade ensem bebre aba wo Dr. Poku Prempe din a eba ebi mu se sebi oya homaso eno na mpese meka de tudwa me de me na ya edwuma one on one nti minim no menji ndi se eya homaso enipa bi wo ho a akukudura omo de ya edwuma no nti omo kasa no se de a sana Dr. Poku Prempe tie obi a opese obi a eto anadwen
Chairman Sasa eto aso kan se sa ba ye beto na afi no enye bosiremu kan ho de potoka sem ye kan science and data we de sapo ne nsuo nie ne nyina ye dware badwam ne ahwede ne ho ofi
Ohe salaries around na put time increasing by 81%. Mama na time na 24.5%. Ohe teacher bibi to say teacher training allowances. NDC time na time na oye education minister no. Na bibi sa eni ho enso ene ora na po the professional teaching allowance by 1,200 for professional non-professional teachers enya 800. Bibi ana e no legacy arrears. Se obi be adwuma teacher ne ayafa no foforo be adwuma be afi baako afi mienu yetua na adwuma awaye no arrears amana NDC under Nano Poku adwuma na 3 months arrears pe owura amati Opoku Prempe na Poba Education Ministry oso wa adwuma 1 year 2 years oso yetua ni nyina
ne kwakwa mu owura Foster Boatin Takrade Technical University chapter esa kuoya Omo drum MPP patriotic intellectuals ne fa ya ewo Takrade Technical University ono ni titrani ono so ne enua apia dankwa Rock FM Takrade ode sama na ebre yen etwetwe nkomo
of Tesco no asema ye be kan se Owura Matthew Opoku Prempe ye manitri nkwa ewo akwanya a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia edi amano se omrama ne running mate na ade a ye begina so ne ya tutu asrese Ghana fo nyina December 70 ye kwa yemfi ye ninto na yenkai Owura Napo ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne se emra opposition for ho no teachers and nursing training allowance omutwam nanso 2017 emra nana ebo Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh edin se omra no meye education minister no o say sa eka ni nyina eye nursing and teacher training allowances obetua na yeni asisi a tertiary level university for ye bedi adanse ye say 2015 na ye primary school no na ye tochok yeni ankasa students ye tochok and medical school nanso ene dey oko primary schools a omo use whiteboard markers.
Yenu apia dankwa ewo Rock FM ena odisa amani ebre
na aban ana omanya dwumeku a wo hwe abato eso electoral commission aye ne se yade bosume otana kitawonsa July ko na wie ye ne ewura otana August bosume ni mu a efri August bosume ne da dikan ye kopem ne da toso miensa wo mu yi ne fo miensa yesi wo ade ama wo bibia dikan afei ene wonya mfinsia dun wotwe ene wo bia anano emra ye limited voter registration no onya yanko bekwa akotro ne din nanso bia wotu kwan ana bia no yare dampa so ana BBC ni kwan safo ni na no ebre ni nie se August bosume de dika kwapem ne de atwaso miensa akonya na ba se safo ni na betro wo mu din na card ya de to aba no wo mu nya bi electoral commission se afi ya bato no wo mu mpese wo mbetwa obi a wonya 18 years eja wo pese selection fa obi a wodi 18 na wo che na dwen wa bato mu ne santi ena wo mutu sa na mo yi ana wi wo Peace FM ya pram tebreka se boso ena akoso agwaboaje ene director of training awo electoral commission Dr. Sebo Kweku twetwe nkomo ema ni kire mu bieu de aka ho a ema ni hia se electoral commission etu sa na mo yi
two reasons. First one is a real last session was May. And between May and August, is there maybe very young in creating what it is a more opportunity. Two, you want people to have money 18. I tell you will not be being others were too crying or another organ go into ground for today, a man who come down today. The commission I imagine said they will have some August now, a day became a total minister. Why won't you be but the set office, not put you in the work and raise a much more trouble. Then a new now, why I'm here to watch it. Now, won't you 2021 today, 2023 today, 2024 March, you want to know what you go through.
And what ye na akoso agwaboaje bisa Dr. Sebo Kweku se ya tine da eja na mo ne se ya electoral commission etu se afia bato no 1 ebe ya asomdue 2 emu beda wo frenchem ema anano kra fa bambo ho de ne de wo mo ko police asre ya kese ne Dr. George Kufu Dampare o mai post dom se san ni post imponi focus ya ema wo mu sane wo mu nyansa post mransem du dwondwene kwanya wode afia bato no bambo ho nsem befa so ema no ho ba no kra tiremu se obi atirimi na no bowre ente ntofom kwa bone so afia bato no be ya asomdua achen afi bi ade na no da nchen a ensese ya Akan so etisen
and one there or Bribian and Emma. Menuka say, you say you're pretty fine for your Menuka say, no, and then I said to try, and then I thought I said, I'm Quama, and then be free, I would say, if you saw Ghana, do one and Saka, and the Yamapua, September, one month of the Machum Dina, and Omodom Kaka nomination. The area I got to Tibaru, I did be out there, Diana, and the other a Brennan swing, and then the one master of the
Dr. Sebo Kweku, director of training our electoral commission. And now we are Peace FM, we are pram to break us a bosso, and on there akoso agwaboaje ebon komoyi.
Na anesifo ene midwives for omokoko gentiti eno wi afimpinu ne aduonu miensa. Omo efre asoye hwapom den sam so se wode wonka bi omalawa bi akam. Omama no na wotwe. Dr. Okoboy say na wotwe no so no wantua sesika no a omene ne ede. Omasem ni say osofo hwapom den sam so Dr. Bernard Okoboy abo won wan ho ba sesika no ebeba nanso ebesi na ye ka sesika no emai eno no mo say ka say omo twen kakra na wotwe ne ntam na say omo san kan omo do mbe din na wotwe no kɔ na wie na wotwe no omo de ama asoye na kɔ na wie na say omo san kan omo alawa no a Okoboy beti omo nka say
22nd May Honorable Bernard Okoboyo, Health Minister, Equatorial Metro TV, so Good Morning Ghana show. So, Equatorial say, Ghana man, Pina be the challenge, Malma Dubaumia, Edisika, my woman say, almost 20 allowances, Emma nurses. Yen so almost 15 months. Honorable Church, say, Yene, we school last year. Yen so on the 4 months out of 15 months, a Kana Omodi. Yen, your mother association, a Ghana Nurses and Midwives Trainees Association. So, Echo ministry now see yes, yes, yeah. Almost say almost compile a list into a better. Indians now have no more fire to come in our watch. Yes, yeah. A walk of Kotechi or Timisumai enemy. Yabafia watching.
Na ore ya okasa ye fa na Ebenezer Boating ono ene titani odisa ekoyi anim ose womono na nko mo mpene tintin bi ase ya eneja abande wo de meba hwe munya abotre me de bema mo munya abotre nkakra saa afi alawa no so edu ba bia na omanya se edu ba bia enheda ma no pote no hu se sika no busumi bi aso 500 na beba na se sei na beba saa ne ma ni nyina na so mama aban na nsa se on fantrete no ntwe sika no fama omunya saa de ne aban be hu se omani abre
school first year, second year, third year, four. Almost also 10 years, the Matinia compile omelette within 2 to 3 days. After them, to come a woman. Yeah, 1 year group, put them into compile here with 2 months and then the Sikamaye. Minia, Kululu because of baby. And so the SCM, and what's the Alawana? Also, a fibia womb 12 months. There's the allowance, almost 10 months in a year. 3 years now, because schooling in a year, 30 months in the womb. Months beyond, you are supposed to receive 400 Ghana. And the further can have work of Kotechi or Timmy Sumai and the many. Yen in the day in my year, yen in the year. Over 35,000 students in many packets. It's all the almost basic kind of man on Betanaswa or Montanaso. Yes, you have a fear
2023 Ghana Nurses and Midwives Trainee Association and yeto omonke Prince Bafo Asamoah and omo etwetwen sa enkomo abusia wutie kaseboy o peace 104.3 okay 101.7 neat 100.9 hello 101.5 FM eno ewo Kumasi na ansa na eba homeso no mame mo amane Remy Spices ebesi ne so for video ntimi mai ebesi sa me kasai video no ese dey send me fi kwasiada ebesi ne e mai o se nkwan bi o ha okokra ne ya nkwan na ya de picture na to signboard o mo ya aduane se o hwe nkwan na o tu nkwan we me shen kwa utu o se nkwan still bi o ma ye de ato ezo do ze we de still we de amene kra ti kana me se part mfa ne de ne nsan me na me hwe kam hwe nkwan ne me hu se bibia ye okay anasa anya okay so ebesi ne etumi ma jete for eba mabo mama ne de tie ni say Remy Spices wo hoyi Remy mom aduane ye do why is Remy da na okra wo no aduane wo no aduane ono ade egba bezi yeah so for maybe that dey no aduane no nim no so nim anwa mo no
no amanya
Emanuela
oh
o sa anwa mo do ya de pa
na say o put them you expect
anwa mo
wo ba aduane be no num nua anwa mo 1/100
one come negative 3 anyway but Remy o de aduane a fine pa hwe parliamentary candidates amo nyina ayimu campaign mo be cha aduane pa o mo be no aduane angasa mo susu amo ye aduane ma busy fo ni ade nyina mo nyusu Remy ba ko ndem bobo kadodo enza ma aduane kra anye de na unim se we parliamentary candidates na ko ma busy fo aduane na anye de no kra mo timi fa ho mo ma me no to abatia o se ma we mo to ma no na aduane o de be na anye de pieces na me ma mo trick mo hwe ni ye o na mo ko cha aduane mo aduane no mo nka check it ne se o mo fa Remy e na enye afei tie Remy se ode takraboa e na kwakwa aduane na confirm dabo akokwa na ode ana krokoko na ode Remy chicken se ode aponchi odwan na kwakwa aduane no a na de Remy goat na afei se jollof goat jollof pa na kwakwa de no yusu Remy jollof mo so amo pe na ntwinam pa na ntwinam no ala mu hia remi beef and never aduane no atro si ase yi pa okodwom ba bia ye tonto aduane ho ne ma bia remi products ebi wo ho na abenya se wo ton ade ne e bo ho da Europe FM ma na wo ntua ho kapre kra remi e ba aduane ye de to bia entobi.
Happy Delight Fruit Juice. Wachulala, swachulala, chichi soso. Afrana pa. Epe pashu breakfast and was in woman. Joe Happy Delight Fruit Juice. Against with toast, cereal, and even benku. A bread and fifi. The most fringy man. Happy Delight Fruit Juice. One of one. And you be here. Happy to relax away. When you're. Let's say what the chamado. Happy Delight Fruit Juice. Off and a baby, I bring you all day long. One fruit juice. No Happy Delight. One different flavors. Different size. The number 1 liter. Number from 150 and 250 ml. A baby healthy life shows on your supermarket. Happy Life Fruit Juice. Loaded with taste.
Tune it in. Turn it up.
Peace FM.
And rip off the knob.
Busafo ya mama kwaba. Baby ayedru ya hwese madwen tere kakra mode abedan kasebo mu. Yede ebebremo na mamenko Facebook na adwentre kakra ba no yemfamfam fantastic Wilberforce edifree station asawenso eno so na pa wo manko akogbo edwadata dinatra mansan no se woye bawumiara ni mate no enya ne na beto chok enya na beye mpampim enya ne na beye osi akwan Emma kanema mpeni John Dramani Mahama enkuni mo obedi no afia bato no ontumi ni obedi ne simple kra akis me di free we be kwai eno say emema wo maware wo monka no kro say MPP amambo ya breso wo mutumi ba akon ema eduane no wo mo no mo yere ne wo mma etumi di men wo mutumi yebo wo mo ya diet emo mo yefu ya kapua na sense chop money said yes kosro no ene bra ekuafonso so ebre no wonya sure say chop money no eso na agenya meche George be bold what the free tepa and was say I stand on behalf of Willing Vessels Foundation members wo tepa I the anase any support emma Wobibia a obebo ayema tepa King Jesus Orphanage Home donation wom de call ye no atumi ye nkoso awie Benjamin Asante osi good evening me hwem wo UK 8 no eye possible pa se MPP be breaki Dr. Mamadou Bawumia ne napo Ghana fansan bibi enso nkan yawo afum osi Ghana NDC nyade wo mo ba biewo simple entiatia na Polus edifrika soa American Town Kenke House aka Bawumia wafase ote enkabom eba NPP amanyokom se kim tini amanyoko nyina yie se NPP ka no bom se kim ene se de etie bia no enkunim no eye woso no edia no se Obatampa Mavis Hawa Kumisen Womunya no so da MP ewa wutu senya East wochana nwumre bebi owo bia nyame nka no wona de nyina mu Amisco Spelele de odifrika so ba yeni Amisco Spelele o se aka Hawa to asosa o se Dr. Napo yeah Dr. Mamadou Bawumia yi no a National Council so wo mai na wa 2 no dia kira ne se enkunum ye MPP dia obin bless osumi mama dwo nwumre yo seshi benchma e wana medimidi yi free ba in fact peace no si dia number 1 no Crawford priwe kira wo sequence out of veranda so and so still wo muntumi chezo wo muntumi memo kra ne akase wo mo ya apam ho Dwaboso constituency osre adehye wo se wo mun kamom na Dr. Alex Ampaben wo mun to abama no na papa no fa mpuntunum ese efata emra yakọ Facebook a na madwente kakra mo de ba ye nie de to sori so eye kwamena acidity odifri hafa chirensia what's non-performing party NPP basis CNPP so mo anim se ade no ajegon enti wenu a wo mo konu okuma se kakra yi so man fa basis ankosisi constituency santwini pa ma enka wo se media ne betwa ade aba TV si ne ebehu no na so bi meku okura convention nipa wase kura chen
why no
kwam acidity
achirezua kwamna yo amzafo ne yenya acidity convention dey so ena jwe fakase bonu bra na wie yesama edi akotene okase bonum bi ene say
ma penina na do danko ekufu ado say napo Dr. Alhaji Mamadu Bawumia yi no National Council ba kokura nka se dabi wo mu na baba wo mu nsem sa petu prayer na wa tu se eye na ye na patriotic intellectuals emperifo da ko ya no ese mampeni abedi etire ne gine papa wana nko ye selesi ma Black Stars anka Afcon bia ibewi ni na pa wo yi no eye ebeboa pa ma 8 no matumi abreki speaker ena aton sade afre interior minister Honorable Henry Cote say na no asi ye wo asem asi ye wo region say immigration for wo machi wo bi maame ahwene birim no ama maame ne krakra etu say aeroplane every ni mu no wo mu hia ne mrase badwafie July busum ne da to so edu no nkron omo no homra na wo mu kakra bi sa no wasem ni ho Herbert Krapa na mampani aboni din say oye ni Minister of State ewo Energy Ministry Emrase badwafie vetting committee atotona no na ensemu a wakade kire wo mo ba kono say aban ne independent power producers ehia ama nyamencha de na bronsem wu enkomo na ko fine ama ina mahode no embubo ne nisa akura ne nikum minority a wo mo ka vetting committee ho Herbert Krapa vetting no wo manko ene ewo Kumasi Jubilee Park ena napo NPP amanyoko na ka bu mama ne nsaso se wei ene running mate oso wo mani ntamansan hwe no
nana ya kesse ena
ohene nana kwame amo
ye ne de kaseboyi ebrem ne mu asira de ye de ma Ozon's chemist or the Ozon's garlic capsules any Ozon's baby gripe water be so ya sere nwumre MTN say we dey for you everywhere you go. High Sense Ghana so auto home appliance high sense for ho and abenya de ne bo no da form na ye papa ye be san 5-year warranty e de amawo Amen Scientific Herbal Hospital obi anu ha wode ne yare akọ amena ye de sika ni bre aka kire o se ye be sa yade wa bra yenim hye sa yade entumi ensa amen wode nyamesuro eni nim de kan awurade e de manipa yi ene wode esa yade enti ene obi a okọ Amen Scientific Herbal Hospital se okọ pa yaresa no obi a nanim sre afei Dolphin Roofing System say what da na wahene fa e wadwofu a ana say e was a hero ebia nzinzemu e ho na wo ana kwan finfini wo de efa se wo da ne hye kura bi ase kura sa achema boabo a wo de frɛ wo mo ombe ba behwe na waboso nyina ama wo Dolphin Roofing System bibia ye kama e wo ho Novus Industries and Trading Limited somebody can say Holy Trinity Catholic Church say nyame ya adomo a me nda be ye wo wedding wo ho wedding is dey na e be gina so papa ya twen a che and aba so part my invite wa ya brabi why wedding ye be ye pa na medical ka kire be ma ne ne yire ne say me ba na ma hu Novus wo ho a me ka che father say wa ma on sign there be just like I don't know unimuno sa even Raf almost say Raf no na chief bachelor Raf no na chief bachelor and a Sly and deputy and they say nyame ado na say Raf ko Saturday na Sly automatically wa be chief bachelor Holy Trinity Catholic Church Nanti me de munwari o sa Omanya mamadi ade 4 years me besi for month. Emrande. Oh, suje de emrande dadodo. Maka just Ralph say meba na ma hu novus wase a meka che father say onhwe na certificate no one sign because it yamra. Yes, it yamra. Na ne obeda ye program power bra novus ni ase. Novus no ye wom flavors enti oya dan ya say o serve bi e wo ho. Na budget cash and carry. And no de me my imagine say budget cash and carry no. Bi obekra me say o kwa aboabu bia me mani bi. Cause on to kwaye imu a mepie no wabre. Enti budget cash and carry Blue James energy drink or the eba no. Obi a waso ahwe bia nim say Blue James and no na original. Blue James buy what is obi a bi da? Obi a bi afrem. Ensuo kra na no nsuo aye numu ye. Eba nkofo aye bi afrem and do say kakra bia na water companies no wa change your bottle no ma change your label no enwa no. So kakra bia no ma change Blue James untumi. Sa nmaku ya da roma ena nwumre ye de kase bono ebremo. Na obi bisa me say where den ye call the am say call ye be kopa because ye mi ene ye ko. Timrante no so mo ba mo amanya mpam motade no. Mo betumi akọ ayi efen sen keche fabrics. On say ebi na ma wi ameti hei. Keche no. Ono pe crowd eno an say ayi. Una wanka. Una measurement. O measurement afabra. Aha. Dada me ka jo se me do be se na o ka se me boa. Ebi na hye me no. Etisen. Wa hwe etisen. O sa tade white nyo obi a na timi hye. Atade white nyo obi a na timi hye. So aha. Kojo Hansen say wonim say atade white nyo obi a na hye. Na wo there be Kojo Hansen dey timi hye white shirt. How? Kojo Hansen won timi hye white shirt. If you am onipa bi no mo timi hye white shirt da. At the next time I will bo mudin. Enti emrante na mo be call wedding ni nyina bi no mo de mo nya am yi a keche. O de opa fresh Sylvia na ka chenzo anti Sylvia. Me size ye bi a 15 and a 16 and a half and a 17. Me pe African print and kasa. Awura de Christ. Keche we dwidwu ama wo hu se we dwidwu keche. So ati ase. Aha, nti de we nya se media agro. Wa hwe de hye me amediti na to mu se we kura di be mfie me nsa no still out to mu se yes come on onzo wati na ni abe onyi ni se di mfie me nsa sa na tie ya wo to kura se onu mi ne ma hwe eni ma so hwe o de se Kojo Hansen mo ya wo mu to be yi no anyway anti ya be ko kopa Kojo Hansen wo na wo ba ena da be ena ese ewu ena brand ese na ewu ewe ebe ko base kumo ejana so kumo Kojo so mni yango